Welcome to Master Trader's Weekly Trade Review. I'm Dan Gibby, and in this lesson, I'm going to show you a fantastic trading strategy just called a breakout, but I'm going to show you the many concepts that made this a superior setup, and I will be emphasizing also the concept of multiple time frame alignment. We are technical based traders, so we start with a compelling setup. No setup, no action. Price is king. Once we have that set up, then we overlay these other concepts that make up our overall approach. They include such things as, is the pattern in an uptrend, downtrend, or sideways trend? Is it on support or resistance? What do multiple time frames suggest about the bias of the time frame you're trading? Is it showing relative strength or weakness to the sector or the broader markets? Any favorable volume characteristics? What are the broader markets doing at the same time? Market internals, and then you simply calculate position size and manage in between. This is the correct way to buy breakouts and breakdowns. We want a consolidation at resistance or some type of continuation pattern. And as with all setups for longs, you look to the left, and we want what's called a price void, which means insignificant resistance to the left. We never want to buy breakouts from the bottom of the range to the top of the range. You let them break out, and then you pull back in reverse with some type of bullish pattern on minor support, which was these prior highs. And then you're assuming this is going to continue the trend that it's making. And then the opposite, obviously, for a downtrend. Consolidation at support, bearish price action. That's what's called the initial breakdown. And this is called a retracement sell setup at resistance. All of our daily charts have red and green candlesticks, color-coded volume, and these three moving averages. The blue is the 20, green 50, red 200. We call them visual aids. They help speed up the analysis. Now let's start our analysis from back here. It has been in a multi-month bottoming process. Notice all three of these moving averages were down. And now the 20 and 50 are flat. This got our attention. I'm not going to focus on this breakout today, but this is what we call a bull 180 reversal, where this ugly red bar suggested lower prices. The very next bar 100% negated that from a multi-week bottom with a flat 20 and 50. That was a fantastic entry for a breakout. But today I'm going to focus on this breakout because this is one we gave our subscribers last week. And this is a closed trade, and this is the format of all of our trade ideas to subscribers. We give the date, the symbol, the strategy, the technical setup, and then management in between. So let's see what we wrote here. So we bought the stock here, $323.99. So it's in this bar where I'm pointing to. It's a wide range bar breakout on all time frames. I'll show you that momentarily. So this is what we call a master trader buy setup. Had a fairly deep retracement, so not textbook, but that's a buy setup. It now rallied back to this bearish engulfing bar and went sideways for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars. And this went sideways at resistance into the rising 20 period moving average with a price void, and we bought the breakout. Multiple time frames. So in using multiple time frames, we go up 1 or 2 time frames, and they don't have to be the same trend, they don't have to be the same pattern, they have to be the same bias, which in this case is bullish. So the question is, does that daily breakout, does the weekly chart support that bullish bias? And the answer is overwhelmingly yes. This is a multi-month bottoming on the weekly chart. The 20 MA flattened out. This bar here is what we call a range expansion breakout bar with a bottoming tail. Very bullish. It then took out this prior pivot high, and now it's resting after this breakout. So this breakout on the weekly chart is also corresponding with the breakout on the daily that I just showed you. Now, I'm not trading the monthly chart, but I'm showing you this also because this particular stock is on our core long watch list. we define core long as multiple time frames are in alignment, suggesting a very big gain because of the price void on all time frames. Look at this thing was over $700. In this fluid movement down, you can see with the arrow here, there's insignificant resistance to the left. So on the bigger time frame, I have this price void where this can move up freely. So even though we're out of this trade as a swing trade, it is on our watch list as a core long. I call this micro time frames to perfect entry and exit if you're so inclined. How you manage is dependent upon your own trading plan and what time frame you're trading. But this is 15-minute chart of RH. So you saw where we bought on the daily chart. This is a microscope now of how we got in the afternoon breakout. So this is a big bottom right here. This tail had a bottoming tail, range expansion, closing breakout, inside bar, which we call a bullish 1, 2, 3 continuation. We had another correction bar that took out the low of that and closing breakout. We bought in that bar. And if you're genuinely swing trading, then you manage off the daily chart and you just can go into trail mode and you would still be in this. But because the market internals that we follow are at bearish extremes, I've been using this analogy of, hey, we're going to trade bullish patterns, but we're going to be playing musical chairs, which means keep an eye on the exit door when you see signs of pattern failure. And this was our sign of pattern failure. This is the S&P 500 ETF. It had a nice breakout. This range expansion bar right here is the same one that we bought here when we bought RH, so the broader market. Remember one of my concepts on page 1. What are the broader markets doing? So that fully supported this trade also. But we were in trail mode because it became climactic. Look, this thing ran from 310 to 350. So my instruction to subscribers was, it's climactic intraday. Let's just trail it under a 15-minute bars low to preserve the gains. And notice we only had 15 shares of this stock, folks, based on our $300 max loss per trade. $389, 16% return on capital in this 2-day rally. Once I saw that breakout failure, I didn't even wait for the trail. I sent out a telegram. I said, just sell it. We sold within pennies of the high, and you can see it retraced. Excellent trade. Come check us out in the Master Trader Green Trading Room. My partner Greg Capper and I, we start our market review at 9 a.m. each trading day. We go over our market bias, our hit list, our gap ideas, our open positions, everything we're watching. We answer questions all day. We scan, we trade. And so it's genuinely the best place for you to watch us implement the Master Trader method in real time. Take a no-brainer $7 trial. Check us out. As always, any questions, email Greg or me. Look forward to seeing you in the next trade review video.